Hey guys, B Shaw Reacts. I'm Ben, back with another reaction. Today we're looking at 1 million subscribers defining success by Ren. I had a couple of requests in the comments below on a few of his videos for me to watch this. So I'm going to do so. Just trying to truck along and keep making these reactions and trying to get all of the requests that you guys are putting out. It's a lot. There's a lot of them, and I appreciate it very, very much. So please just bear with me and be patient. I try to get to everything. I'm trying to separate it out to where I'm not doing all of just one type of band, one type of artist. I'm trying to just have some variety on the channel because everybody likes different things, So we'll see. As usual, link to the original video will be in the description below, along with the GoFundMe and some other ways to help donate to the channel if you guys should so want to do so. If not, that's perfectly fine. I completely understand. All I ask is that you continue to keep sending love, keep sending prayers, and or whatever you believe in. Just keep sending out good vibes into the universe for me, please. It seems to be working. The past few weeks have been challenging, but what's the right word? Eventful. I'll use that word. It's been eventful and it's been challenging, but you know what? I'm getting through it, and still have my beautiful wife supporting me, Kim, and my son Mason. He's there for me as well. So, and then of course all of you guys. So I really greatly appreciate you all. But anyways, that's enough talking for me, so let's get into it. 1 million subscribers defining success by Ren. And here we go. Quit playing with me. All right.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, awesome. Whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah. Success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. Wow. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me, and that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain. And I desperately needed that to be justified.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pause, guys, but just in that short passage there that he just talked about, wow, I can relate so much to this. That the constant source of pain and agony that we feel also tends to bring those moments of joy and light into our lives and helps us to recognize those moments. Whereas, maybe in another universe, another world, we might have missed those moments. So while we always wish things were different, sometimes it may not be the best, But anyways, going back in, guys, let's keep it going.
Justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody
Wow.
could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a certain, to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever.
True.
You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority. Priority number one.
Absolutely.
If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it. Feel it. Understand it. Express it. And then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love. Forgive yourself. And then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts.
Absolutely.
Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
Wow. Okay, so no song to react to, which is fine. It's not all we're here for. Ren just said a whole mouthful of pure wisdom. I almost feel as though he was speaking directly to me, you know? It's a very powerful thing to be able to speak and for someone to connect on a level like that. Yeah. I find it inspiring. These are not sad tears, by the way. These are inspired tears. These are feelings of hope, of knowing that, just like Ren said in the video, that my pain isn't always going to be there, that there will be good days along with the bad, and just to remember that. I believe, it was Hiran. At the end, he said, we are human beings, and we must remember that we are humans. Like, it's common. We forget, we put ourselves on these pedestals, or we start thinking that we're better than or higher than or whatever, and then it comes back to bite you, So, all right, guys. Well, that was it for this one. Thank you for requesting it. Very, very moving. Very inspiring and uplifting, and definitely need stuff like that in my life, because it's not always about being sad all the time. Sometimes it's nice to be lifted up. So thank you for that. Well, that's it for this one, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And please go like Ren's page, send him some love. Just keep those subscribers, keep it growing for him, man. Keep that community just getting larger and larger. It's amazing to see. Very, very cool. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one, okay? You take care now. Bye.